Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. My nickname is Corn. Today I'm back up in the craft room. I've been working on these for over a week really because it hasn't been a good week for me, but as you know, if we have a rough week or day or what have you, we think about the good things. We concentrate on the good things. We thank God for the good things and go on. And so what I have found, and I don't know if I have these pieces of cardstock and scrapbook paper because I worked on a project with them or if I got them in a scrap pack. Remember, I get them not only in the smaller, they come not only in the smaller pieces of paper and cardstock, but they also come in the larger ones as well. And this is an example of one. This is my paper that I bought myself, but where you've just got like 2 inches left, 3 inches, 2.5, what have you, left over. And you're like, okay, what am I going to do with that? This isn't my idea, but I like it. I think it's fun to do. And there's many ways you can do the closure. Now, this closure I saw in a card that was made like this. It was so a thank you note, and the thank you was stamped here on this, and then you could do, you know, your decoration there, and it opens up like this, and then you write there, and so I was like, okay, I want, because there's other ways, we'll work on that together, you know, to close them. I am not great with an X-Acto knife. I'm not like a lot of people you see on YouTube that, boom, they use it like it's something they do every day and it's no big deal. For me, my daughter even got me a special one so I wouldn't. A lot of times I cut myself. I know. I'm usually a very cautious, careful person, but I don't know. X-Acto knife and pressure and all of that. But I like to close it like that. I like the idea of this is in my journal. Let's see. Let's pretend. Let me get this. Let's pretend this is my journal page, okay? And as you all know, too, if you're not going to send this in Happy Mail or Friend Mail or as a card, you just say Happy Easter or hello or thinking of you. You can attach it here and here for a tuck spot. You can attach it here and here, almost like a belly band. You can attach it here, here for, and slip, I put a little tab on the journaling card there and pull it out this way. It's fun because you not only can put lots of goodies here, there, everywhere, but you can also open it and kind of this be your hidden message, if you know what I mean. Okay. So I'm not going to go on and on about what I use. A lot of this, I can tell you, is from my scraps. I'm trying so hard to use my scraps or pieces that I've been hoarding, that I'm telling myself, you can't hoard that anymore. Some of them are 7 years old, you know. It's like, come on, enough. And so there's one. Then when it came to these guys, you'll see, I did something different on the inside. And we've got some lace that has a teeny touch of yellow on it. And the same with this lace here. It has just a little bit of yellow on it to pick up the yellow in the irises. And then when you open this one, several I have like this, where I put this, even though, of course, on the cream I could you know, write fine and it would show up. I still wanted to do this with it. Again, trying to use up my scraps. And of course, this is what's on the inside as well. And that's one thing I would say, especially if you're using cardstock. It is best to use scrapbook paper or even coffee dyed, or you know how we can dye our paper with so many different medium. Anyway, a lighter piece here instead of cardstock on cardstock, because you're bending it. See, you're bending it a little bit to get it open. See, so that's what I would suggest if you go that way. And then I did this one. Whenever there's a dark blue or black, I absolutely love very sheer lace on top of it. I just think that's fun. And then this is these two pieces. Tim Holtz put out an embossing folder quite some time ago, and I just fussy cut the pieces out of once I embossed it. And then this one has that to write on. I could also write with my jelly roll, my white jelly roll, but you know what I mean. I just thought that might be fun. Wait a minute. There we go. And I have a piece of lace that's sticking to my sleeve. And then when it comes to just scrapbook paper, a lot of people just make them with the scrapbook paper. And because they don't take much space at all in your journal. You know what I mean, as far as it's pretty flat. Well, actually, it's very flat. And with this one, to close it, I just put a piece of ephemera and the bluebells here so that it tucks in there, like so. And that was fun to do. And then I have another one here that I did. And this had, you know how Hobby Lobby has, you know, it's 69 cents and they say the name of the paper. I think this is just herbs is what they put on there. And when you know, are doing your point, you're putting the paper over that, but it had the 69 cents was right here. So I did like, see how they have the little tags? Mint and, what does this say? Rosemary. So I tried to do another little tag like they did, except I didn't put the baker's twine on there. And depending on what journal I put it in or who I give it to, I'll write the word in there. Like hi or what have you, a greeting. And for these, you can, you know what I mean, as long as they're nice and tight, they're going to stay put. But I also got my, I did these, my wax seals. I did a bunch of these. Got lace pieces all over the place. And you could do like a little tiny one like that. And with the wax piece, of course, it's going to give it some dimension, but it's going to keep it held down too. And usually with something like this, at the end of it here, I put my gem tack there, and that holds it beautifully. You could do one like that. You can do a gold one. That's a little bigger. And that's what I like about these. They're not perfect. You know, the ones that aren't true wax seals, that are the stickers, and they're just perfection. I've been loving wax seals since I was a teenager. I used to spend my allowance money. We had to work for our allowances, and I used to spend it on doing wax seals. I've just always loved them on a letter. So there's a bunch, you know, you can choose from. You can even go like this. And if you do the gold, you can also splatter this with some gold paint, you know, or go around your edges in the gold, and it'll pick up the gold here. I also thought about doing this one because we eat the herbs and we also eat sunflower seeds. A lot of us do. So you can do that as well. And I thought we'd just decorate one or two together. And this is a piece of ephemera from Tim Holtz. And then what I did with this doily is I went around it. In Walmart, you can get this extremely narrow satin ribbon. And I just fed it through. Oh yeah, I didn't need a needle. It's nice, you know what I mean. It holds up well. And I cut it on the diagonal and just fed it through there. And I thought, oh, let's look at the inside of this one. See? Like so. Oh, and for the scallop, that is a border punch from Fiskars. I've had for many years. So I thought maybe, I think this lace looks so thin though, you know what I mean? But I thought maybe, also, I wanted to show you all. I think this is from Dollar Tree. This is some inexpensive ribbon from Dollar Tree that has, that was glittered. And even taking it off the roll, I had glitter all over me. So it didn't stay on well. And instead of using hairspray, which of course you know you can do, I thought I'm going to try something different. And it's still not perfect, but it's better because I only did one layer of it. But I got out, Folk Art puts out this extreme glitter. And it's, this one is hologram. And it just is sparkling fine glitter acrylic paint. And I just got out this brush, and I mean loaded it and loaded it and loaded it. Just, you know, very gently loaded again, went over it. It says it takes about an hour to dry, but it took less than that. And I guess you can still see a little bit of glitter there. It's not perfect, but it's a whole lot better than it was. I think it might have dulled the glitter a tiny bit, but since it has glitter in it as well, I'm still happy with the result. And thought I'd tell you all about that if you don't want hair, you know, if you don't want to buy hairspray, or don't use hairspray to begin with. I pulled this one because that is some lace I need to use, but I'm going to also look in here. Remember, this is my little, this is my scraps of almost a little bit of everything, especially fabric and lace and things of that nature. But what about, oh, okay, what about if we do that, and then at the top, do that, and then do that. See, that's showing up better to me. This is not, this is so thin. It shows up, but I think I want something to show up better. You know? Let me look in here and see if I have another piece that's a maybe. That's a definite maybe. And when it comes to something like this, it shows up better than the first one, doesn't it? You can, if you want to use your ribbon, you can go right down the middle. Of course, a lot of that's going to be covered up anyway, but still, that's not bad either. It's showing up better than that first one. I kind of like this one better, though. That seems to be showing up the best. Let's scout in here for just one more thing. See if I have something else that might show up. Oh, okay, look at this one. Let's see this one. And what's so much fun about creativity is some of y'all are going to say, I don't like that one. I like this one better. And then I'm going to say, oh no, I like that one better. It's funny, isn't it, how I like it on a live. Jovi has some great lives, and when she asks, we don't always agree with, you know, which we all have different choices. Thank God for that. Literally. I'm not feeling that one. No. If this wasn't pink, also something like this. But I've already got the glitter ribbon, so. Susan gave me some eyelet, but I think that's going to be too solid. That's why I wanted the lace. I'll cut this off of something. I think that's going to, nah. Nope. Okay, I could go on and on. We don't have that kind of time. Isn't that pretty, but it's not one. That's the thing about scraps, isn't it? I don't know. Let's do this one more time. This one, I don't think we're going to have time to do the other. I've got 2 other ones to decorate, but I don't think we're going to have time. It's still, it's not bad. But this is thicker. Do you know what I mean? It's thicker. And we could do like, that would be like there and like there. And then cover that up. And then like this and like this. I think the blue shows up, the ribbon shows up so much better on this though, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, we know what we're going to do now. Okay. So this, as you see, is metallic blue. So this, I have a tendency, glue-wise, to use my Fabri-Tac. But I don't like Fabri-Tac when it comes to the lace part. I always have to feel the lace to make sure which end is up. I told you one time I put the wrong. We learn from our mistakes. Maybe from this side, that other side's a little bit wrinkly. Okay. And maybe down. Make sure how far down I need to go to avoid this. Yeah, that shows up so much better. And then here and here. So, and that won't even be close, so just go up about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. Maybe a tiny bit more. Okay. And what I do is I just go ahead. You might say, Corn, you're being wasteful. I'm not trying to be wasteful. I'm just trying to get it right. For me, that's not being wasteful. Now, all I need to do, I'm not going to put it on with the Fabri-Tac because, I'm correcting myself already, because if this shows through the little holes, it is clear, but it's shiny, and I don't want that personally. So the only one that I think I can trust, because the Fabri-Tac's going to go here, and that'll keep that down really nice in the center. But top and bottom, I'm going to go ahead and use the art glitter glue. Or should I just do little touches here and leave top and bottom alone? Maybe we should do that. Ooh, that's not too little. Oh my. I forgot when I did this refill. This is very happy to come out nice and strong. Okay. Just in case I go up there as well. Okay. Now we said about make sure I'm as straight as I can get it. Remember, I'm straight is not my forte. Okay. And that needs to stay on just for a little bit. Now I've got gluey fingers. Just for a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on while the art glitter glue is drying. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it differently. Okay. And then on this side, this is how I do it, because if I cut it to, you know, the exact dimensions, for some reason, I don't know why, I don't always get it just so. If you do it this way, that's it. Okay, and then we'll just go right down the middle with this. Whoa. That wasn't pretty, was it? Well, sometimes glue is very happy to come out, and sometimes not so much. Let's see here. I think that that is as straight as we're going to get it. I think if I put like 2 coatings of the glitter paint, it would be better, but I'm not doing it because I also think it would be duller. You know what I mean? I think the glitter would stick better, but I also think it would be duller. We don't want that. Okay. So we've got this going on. Okay. And there's my bottom. After I just fed the ribbon through, I just took my Fabri-Tac and glued down the ends. We can go like this. I don't leave mine upside down. I know a lot of people do, but when I do that, I don't know what happens, but it acts weird afterwards. They can do it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing something wrong. Okay. So now, let's put this right about here. Okay. And then we'll do this one. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if it'll let me twist it a little bit. Because I like putting this stem through there. That's probably not going to happen this time. Hoot! Well, that happens. That's not not going to, but see, that's what makes it center. See, I like the stem to go right there. Maybe I can turn it just a little bit just to be different. I should have paid more attention. Or I could have put the piece of ephemera on first. Then I'm going to go back and grab this one. This is barely art glue. And we'll attach this one with this. And like I said, we will be a tad bit askew with our forget-me-nots. And I will take one of these. This is my recycled shop paper, shop towels, that if you dry something with them, you know, that you've washed, you can just hang them over something and reuse them. Okay. Sometimes I just cut them up. They're not recycled. I just need them. And the only other thing I thought, because I don't always do it, but as you saw, sometimes I put a little something at the top. And this is from a paper. Oh, mercy. I don't know how many years I've had that. Years and years and years. And this one I can use the fabric tack on for this metallic paper. And you know how to, if you want something to be a tick, this was originally a tick, but I had to cut it to fit. But you can just take your decorative scissors or even your pinking shears and then take a regular hole punch and do your corners to make it a ticket again if you've had to cut it down. Let me see, right about there maybe. And so we've got glitter here, glitter there, and I'm saying that this is a ticket to some beautiful English gardens. Of course, it costs more than 25 cents to enter, but hey, if they're on, you know, they're being judged or on display. So that's what we ended up with. And like I said, you open it up and this is what you get. And I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.